I've been asking some Python friends, what functionality or features in Python would you like to see compared to Go? Like an A/B comparison, here's how you do it in Python, here's how you do it in Go. And by the way, you can submit any suggestions you have as well in the comments, or you can email me milocast@gmail.com. So one of my friends suggested the REPL, which is the read eval print loop. So if I run, for example, IPython, I can say something like x equals 5, x plus 4, and I can just type any valid Python, including functions and classes, and have it execute live. So I'm going to show how you can actually do the equivalent with Go, even though Go is a compiled language. So the first and the easiest is go to go or play.golang.org. And if you go there, you have a text box here. You can type what you want. And if you click run or hold down shift and hit enter, it executes. And you can see down on the bottom, it's bringing back the results. Every time I run, what it does is it takes this code here from my browser, it sends it to Google, it compiles it to a binary, executes it, captures the output, and returns the output to my browser. And it's doing that this fast, which gives you an idea of how fast Go compiles. So two other ways that it can be done. Let's create a simple bash script to do this. And we'll start off by coming up with a binary name. I like using monkey when I'm playing around. And so we'll create an infinite loop for F for file name in, and then we'll process find in the current directory any files where the name ends in Go. And for each of those, we're going to do this. We're going to say if that file name, or that file, is newer than our binary, then go build and output it to our binary name. So we're going to overwrite our binary, or create it if it doesn't exist, and run the binary. And we should have two dones here, unless I messed up the syntax. And yeah, I think that's probably right, so let's try it. All right, so now let's open up a file in Go and just come up with a very simple test file. And when I save it, it runs. And that's just how fast it is. So and that's it. And you see how fast it occurs. So one last one is you can use, and there are many of these. This is a simple one that I created. There are little programs that you can execute. Mine is called war, for watch and run. And I'll just demonstrate it here instead of making you read the README. So war-n1, so every 1 second, the command is going to be, we'll say go run foo.go, and then what you want it to watch. So I want it to watch all Go files, so I can type .go. I can also type foo.go, but that's good enough. And every time you save it, every 1 second, it'll tell you a file changed and execute it. So those are 3 ways, and there are many other ways many other programs out there that do this. Many of them using kernel modules to tie directly into the kernel and check for files to be saved and for the system to be notified. But I like simple, and this is simple and it works. So, that's 3 ways to simulate a REPL in Go. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, contact me, milocast@gmail.com.